Lay your head back and breathe deeply as you begin to drift into a world where space is not empty, but a gentle stager, silent canvas stretching beyond sight, invites you to feel the vast peace of the cosmos, and to wonder how space, though invisible and vast, carries the invisible rhythms that hold everything together. There is a stillness, wide and soft, that surrounds you now. Your body is sinking comfortably into your resting place, your breath flowing like a quiet stream. As your eyelids grow heavy, your mind begins to wander not to crowded streets or busy days, but to the vast silence of space itself. Not the small space beneath your bed where socks hide, or the familiar gaps between your fingers, but the immense, endless quiet that stretches between stars and galaxies. Imagine this space as a smooth, invisible fabric, an immense dark canvas painted with faint pinpricks of light. It is everywhere. It is all around you. And though it appears empty, it is full of subtle shapes, gentle curves, and softly bending lines you cannot see, but that hold the universe together in a delicate embrace. You might wonder, what shape could something as vast and empty as space possibly have? It seems like an odd question, because when you think of shapes, you think of objects you can touch or see around moon, a square window, or a triangle drawn in the sand. But space is not an object. It has no edges to trace, no corners to feel. Yet space does have shape, not a shape you can hold in your hand, but one that reveals itself through the way light moves, how galaxies dance, and how time itself unfolds. Let your thoughts drift to a simpler place, the paper you write on, or the screen you look at, flat and smooth. When you draw a triangle on this surface, the three corners always add up to a familiar, steady 180 degrees. The rules are clear and comforting. Now imagine something less familiar, the surface of a gently curving hill, or the globe that holds our Earth. A triangle drawn there changes its corners, find more or less space to stretch, bending the rules you knew so well. On a sphere, those angles add up to more than 180 degrees. On a saddle-shaped surface, less. This simple idea scales up to the space around us. Space itself can curve, bend, and stretch in ways that are sometimes too vast or too subtle for us to notice directly. The shape of space isn't just about geometry. It's about how everything moves within it, how light travels, how gravity pulls, and even how time ticks differently near a massive star or a black hole dot. As you settle deeper into a calm, imagine that space is like a great, silent sea. But it is no ordinary sea, for it has no surface ripple and no horizon line to reach. Instead, it's a sea that holds worlds within its folds, a sea shaped by the gentle tug of gravity and the quiet push of expansion. Like water curving around stones in a stream, space curves around matter. When you drop a pebble in a pond, the surface warps and ripples outward. Similarly, when a star or planet exists, it bends the fabric of space around it just enough to guide the paths of planets, comets, and even light. This bending is not a force pulling at things, but a curved path they follow naturally. Imagine walking across a soft mattress with a heavy ball pressing down in one spot. Your steps will curve gently around the dip. The mattress isn't pulling you, but the shape changes your route. In this way, gravity is a curve, not a tug. You move because space is shaped to guide you, not because something invisible reaches out to grab you. Picture now a beam of light, fast and faithful, moving through this curved space. See, as it travels, it follows these gentle curves, like a whispering wind bending softly around hills. We see this bending when the light from distant stars and galaxies passes near massive objects, creating what astronomers call gravitational lensing. It's like seeing the reflected shimmer of a distant shore through rippling waves. The universe lets us glimpse this quiet shaping because light itself carries the secret paths of the space it has traveled. And yet, even as space bends near stars, what about space itself? Its ultimate shape is not easy to perceive, for we live inside it. Imagine standing on a calm lake at night, the water so dark you cannot see its edges. You could walk or row in any direction, but the shore remains unseen. Could the lake stretch on forever? Could it curve back on itself without you noticing? Could it fold in ways so subtle that even the strongest light cannot reveal its bends? Scientists ask these questions with gentle curiosity. They learn from the glow of the ancient light that fills the cosmos, the cosmic microwave background, the oldest light we can see. a baby picture of the universe, just a few 100,000 years after its birth. This light carries subtle patterns, whispers from the dawn of everything, shaped by how space curved and stretched across billions of years. By measuring the size and patterns of these fluctuations, scientists discover that space is almost perfectly flat, like an endless, smooth ocean. But almost flat is an invitation, a small hint of mystery. The universe might be flat on the scales we see, but could still curve ever so gently beyond what our instruments can detect. Like feeling the curve of the earth beneath your feet, even though it looks like an endless flat plane while standing on a field. Imagine how peaceful it feels to be floating in such a cosmic sea, surrounded by soft darkness, broken only by stars that seem to twinkle in a silent dance. The ocean stretches endlessly, yet it gently guides the ebb and flow of galaxies and light. The universe stretches not into an empty place outside itself, but grows quietly, everywhere, all at once. And as you breathe, your body expands and contracts, gently, carried on your chest by the rise and fall of air. Similarly, space itself stretches and expands, carrying galaxies like driftwood on gentle waves. But here's something comforting. While distant galaxies move apart in this cosmic sea, your body, your home, your heart stay wonderfully tightly by forces stronger than the universe's slow stretch. Let this thought wrap around you like a soft blanket. Space, though vast and silent and shaped in ways beyond sight, is still a place where you belong, a canvas on which the universe paints its endless story. You are both a part of this space and cradled within it, held by its graceful curves and gentle rhythms. As your mind settles further, imagine yourself as a quiet traveler on this smooth, invisible landscape. Every step you take is along paths, shaped not by paths you see, but by the invisible curves woven into the fabric of space itself. The universe is wide, yes, but it is also into matter stage without edges, a melody without end. And as you drift towards sleep, let this quiet question linger like a soft tune in your thoughts. What shapes the shape of space? How does something so vast and invisible become the home for all that we see and all that we are? There are no answers waiting to be forced awake tonight, only the gentle turning of a question over and over, soft as a lullaby reminding you that, like space, your curiosity and wonder are boundless, infinite, and quietly beautiful. When you wake again, this question will still be there, waiting patiently like the eternal dance of stars across the silent, shaping sea of space. As you close your eyes, rest in the vastness surrounding you, feeling the quiet curves of space hold you safely. Let your breath be slow, your thoughts gentle, and your heart open to the subtle beauty of the cosmos. For the universe is not just out there, it is quietly within you, too. Feel yourself glide through a universe where space is not just empty, but bent and curved like a soft fabric beneath your feet, invites you to dance along unseen paths where triangles shift, parallel lines meet or diverge, and the cosmos gently shapes every step you take. It's a quiet invitation to wonder at the subtle geometry of all that surrounds you. Breathe in slowly. Let your mind unfold like a fragile flower, awakening softly to the thought that space is a dancer, graceful, silent dance of curves and paths winding through the vastness. The universe doesn't just stretch out as empty emptiness. It folds and bends in ways both gentle and profound, cradling every star, every whisper of light, and every inch of time. You may remember learning about straight lines and triangles. In school, a triangle's corners always adding up to 180 degrees on a flat sheet of paper. Simple, neat, reliable. But what if the paper were no longer flat? What if it curved like a globe, or warped like the seat of a saddle? The rules you learned would bend and change. Triangles in curved space don't behave the same. Their corners tell tales of the underlying shape of the land dot. So imagine, just for a moment, that your body is standing on one of these curved surfaces. What you thought was straight might actually be bending in a silent arc, your steps curving without your knowing. On a sphere like Earth, lines that seem parallel at first will meet eventually like lines of longitude converging at the poles, no matter how far apart they seem at the equator. In the vast three-dimensional space of the universe, these principles stretch far beyond everyday experience. When you think of parallel lines, you might imagine endless roads running side by side, never touching. But if space curves, parallel lines could someday meet, or drift apart forever, diverging gently like rivers flowing into separate seas. Understanding This subtle bending is part of what physicists call curvature. Curvature comes in three main flavors, each with its own quiet story. Flat space is like your school notebooks. Page parallel lines really stay parallel. Triangles always add up, just right, and circles behave exactly as you expect. It's simple geometry, comforting and familiar, like a quiet melody. Positive curvature bends space inward, like the surface of a sphere. Here, parallel paths meet. Triangles bulge outward with sums greater than 180 degrees, and circles have smaller circumferences than expected. This kind of space is finite but without edges, looping back on itself like a gentle cosmic racetrack. Negative curvature curves space outward like a saddle, stretching it in two directions at once. Parallel lines move farther apart. Triangles shrink below 180 degrees, and circles grow larger than you'd expect. This space feels open and infinite, extending endlessly like the horizon in every direction. Now, imagine weaving these different curves across the grand canvas of the cosmos. Would your journey follow gentle arcs or endless straight lines? Could space wrap itself in loops, so vast that traveling far one way might bring you back home? Would time tick steadily onwards or curl in secret folds? To answer these questions, scientists turn not to paper or compasses, but to light the ancient kind, born close to the beginning of everything. For almost 14 billion years, photons from the cosmic microwave background have wandered the universe, carrying within them footprints of its deepest shape. Delicate patterns in this ancient glow speak to us like distant whispers from the dawn of time, telling the tale of cosmic curvature. Picture those whispers as tiny ripples on a pond, spreading gently through the vast sea of space. Their size and arrangements act like a ruler that cosmologists use to measure the shape of space itself. When the patterns appear just the right size, space is flat. If the ripples seem stretched, space curves negatively, like a saddle. If they look puffed up, space curves positively, like a balloon. Remarkably, these cosmic measurements tell us that on the scales we observe, the universe is nearly perfectly flat. Yet, we must embrace the mystery. Nearly still leaves room for quiet curves beyond our sight, or subtle twists in space's fabric. The cosmos might be whispering secrets we have yet to fully understand. Let your imagination wander along a vast triangle drawn between three distant galaxies, with light tracing the sides. This triangle is unlike any you've drawn before. It's a cosmic triangle spanning billions of light years. The angles may surprise you, opening wider or closing tighter depending on the unseen curvature of space it crosses. Its geometry on a scale so vast, it feels like a dream tethered carefully to reality. Now, bring your thoughts closer. Think of an airplane flight that curves gently on a globe. On maps, its path bends like a smile, but it's actually the shortest distance between two places on Earth. This natural path, called a geodesic, traces the curves in the surface without unnecessary strides. Similarly, in curved space, the shortest paths between points twist and turn gracefully as they follow the shape of the cosmos. And here's a soothing thought. Your body, your chair, your room wall, these spaces feel normal and straight because they exist on scales where the curve of the universe is too slight to detect. You walk in lines that feel straight, your gaze follows beams of light that carry unwarped images, and your sense of space is comfortably Euclidean. Yet, stretching far beyond our windows, deeper into the fabric of space-time, the universe plays a subtler song. Curvature, you see, shapes not only space, but time itself. Close to massive objects, time slows clocks tick a little differently. On a mountaintop compared to sea level, near black holes, time almost stands still. These effects, predicted by Einstein and measured precisely by scientists, remind us that the fabric of reality is an intricate dance of space and time, woven together by the presence of mass and energy. In your quiet moments, allow yourself to feel cradled by this fabric. Think of space-time as a soft, stretchable canvas, ever-shifting, alive with gentle dips and folds created by stars, planets, and even you. The universe's grand ballet moves to the rhythm of this curve. Light beams bend, planets orbit, and time flows, all because of the shape of space itself. Imagine now a cosmic quilt, stitched together not with thread but with curves and connections. This shape is not just space bending, it is space connected. Topology is the word for how space links with itself. It tells us if space loops back like a racetrack, or stretches endlessly like an open road. The universe's fabric might be simple, infinite, and flat, or it might be folded in shapes as poetic and strange as a donut or a Mobius strip. And here's a delightful possibility. You could be journeying through space on a path so long and winding that, without turning, you come back to where you started. Perhaps light from a distant star travels several routes around the universe and reaches you from multiple directions, creating cosmic echoes, whispers of the universe's hidden loops and folds. Though we have yet to see these echoes directly, the very idea is a gentle invitation for space to be a place not only of endless expansion, but also of quiet mystery that as you begin to drift deeper. Think of the universe as a place where geometry isn't just abstract math, but a living dance of shapes, curves, and symmetries knitting together everything you see and feel. The paths light follows, the steps we take, the flow of time itself, all woven from the supple folds of cosmic geometry. And so, as you rest your head, let your thoughts sway to this cosmic dance. Let the shapes and curves of the universe lull your mind. Imagine walking the gentle arcs of space, tracing triangles that stretch beyond galaxies. Feel the comfort of paths that loop and fold, paths both familiar and wildly strange. The universe is a soft, curved home, and you're part of its endless, gentle story. As your breath slows and your thoughts wander, pause on this quiet wonder. What shape do your dreams take as you journey through the curves of space? The answer rests gently with you, waiting softly in the quiet folds of night. Tonight, we gently fold time itself into our dreams, exploring how time is not just a straight arrow, but a flowing ribbon that bends, twists, and might even loop back on itself. Through the lens of Einstein's space-time and the whispers of theoretical physics, we see that time shares the cosmic dance of curves and mysteries, inviting us into a quiet wonder of moments carved in the fabric of the universe. Lie back now, soft and still. Let your breath find its natural rhythm, slow and steady. The stars outside are silent watchers, and the universe itself hums a quiet tune of curves and cycles both in space and time. When we think of time, we often picture a linear, neat arrow stretching from yesterday, through today, into tomorrow. Birth to school, work to retirement, rest to dreams. It's tidy, predictable, anchored deeply in our experience. But the universe tells a richer story in the grand fabric of reality. Space and time are inseparably woven together into what physicists call space-time, four-dimensional tapestry, where every moment and every location twist and ripple in concert. It's not a stiff stage, but a supple cloth, flexible and alive. Massive objects like stars and planets do not just sit in space. They dip and curve this fabric around them. And with this curvature comes an elegant truth. Time itself bends. When you stand on a mountaintop, your clock ticks ever so slightly faster than one at sea level. Near a black hole, a cosmic well, so deep that not even light can escape, time slows to a crawl. This isn't fantasy, it's measured reality. Precision atomic clocks, satellite navigation systems like your phone's GPS all rely on these subtle changes in time's flow. Gravity tells time how to tick, and time tells the universe how to dance. Now, let your mind fold this a little further. What if time doesn't just bend, but curves back on itself? Imagine time is not a straight line, but a looped ribbon, twisting gently. This idea isn't mere imagination, it's allowed, mathematically, within Einstein's general relativity. In these exotic cosmic dance moves, there could be closed time-like curves, paths through space-time, where if you traveled far enough, you could return to where and when you started. It's a shape of time that loops like a circle, where before and after blur together in an elegant knot. The idea is tantalizing, strange, and a little unsettling. Would this allow time travel? Could yesterday and tomorrow fold into one another? The paradoxes and puzzles here are many. The famous grandfather paradox asks, what if you went back in time and changed what had already happened? Physicists have grappled with these mysteries deeply. Theoretical safeguards like Stephen Hawking's chronology protection conjecture suggest that nature might prevent such time loops from forming in ways that would break cause and effect. Time protects itself, like a great museum guard watching over the fragile heart of reality. Yet, even if actual time travel remains beyond reach or forbidden, the possibility that time has shaped it all transforms how we understand reality. Time might be not a strict march forward, but a pliable, curling path, soft like silk. flowing like a river through valleys of gravity and hills of motion. Some cosmologists even imagine a cyclic universe where time, like space, expands and contracts in eternal rhythm, like seasons on a cosmic scale. Times fold back, begin anew, bounce in endless dance, reminding us that what we call the arrow of time might itself be a pattern woven by deeper laws and the ever-increasing flow of entropy. The universe's way of counting its story from order toward quiet and disorder. If time curls and folds just like space, then your experience of minutes and hours, days and years, depends on where you stand in the grand fabric. To someone falling into a black hole, a single moment could stretch into eons. Two astronauts nearing light speed, years might slip away in what feels like moments. And yet, through all this flexible shifting time, we find constancy, the steady, patient pulse that lets stars burn, memories form, and dreams drift. Now, as your thoughts wander free, consider another profound idea, that our entire three-dimensional universe might itself be a projection of information, encoded on a distant, two-dimensional boundary. This is the holographic principle. A whisper from the frontier of physics, hinting that depth and space might emerge from patterns woven on cosmic edges. Imagine a hologram you've seen on credit cards or stickers, where a flat surface glimmers with images that seem to pop out in full 3D. The universe may be like that. What we perceive as fullness and depth could arise from information on a cosmic screen far, far away. This idea flows out of attempts to understand the mysteries of black holes and quantum gravity. When matter crosses a black hole's event horizon, the surface beyond which nothing returns the information about that matter might be stored in a two-dimensional code on the horizon itself, preserving what seems lost. Extending this, the holographic principle suggests an astonishing unity, that everything inside the universe might be described by data written on its edges. Space, time, gravity, and even particles could be emergent phenomena arising, like mist from patterns of information vibrating on a cosmic stage we cannot directly see. This is not to say the universe is an illusion. Rather, it's a layered reality. The deep blueprint might be flatter, simpler, yet no less real, as beautiful as music carved on a spiraled record as you float deeper toward dreams. Let these ideas wash gently over youth, a curling time, the looping space, the hidden dimensions, folded tight like petals unseen. The universe is not only vast, it is shaped and storied, a living melody that cradles your breath and heartbeat in its elegant, quiet geometry. So rest easy beneath silent stars, nestled in this cosmic fabric, a phrase in the ongoing story of space and time. Tomorrow will come as part of the dance, a gentle step forward along a winding, wondrous path. And if the shape of time began to whisper in your dreams, may you listen softly, gently, deeply. Beneath the vastness of space we see thinner threads of hidden realms curl softly. You feel their quiet presence, not with your eyes, but in the delicate way nature's deepest secrets hum their gentle song. Tonight, drift with me through these secret folds, the tiny dimensions too small to touch, yet shaping everything you are and know. In that quiet, find wonder and peace, unfolding gently like the breath of the cosmos itself. Imagine you are lying comfortably beneath an expansive sky, the stars blinking softly above like the flicker of distant lanterns on a vast, dark ocean. The familiar three directions, left and right, up and down, forward and backstretch endlessly around you, whispering of space. Time flows alongside, a quiet river guiding the dance of everything. This is the stage of your daily life and the universe, you know. But what if there is more, much more than your eyes can see or your hands can touch? Let your thoughts drift gently to the idea that the universe might hold hidden corners, curled and folded so small that they slip beneath your awareness. Yet their presence reaches out to shape the very essence of all matter and energy. These are extra dimensions, quiet and secret dimensions folded into the fabric of existence. To picture these hidden dimensions, let's borrow a simple image, a garden hose lying in the grass. From a distance, it looks like a mere line. You can follow it forward or backward, stretching out endlessly, but as you come closer, you see that the hose has thickness, the round shape curling around itself, a second dimension hidden from afar. What appeared as one dimension reveals itself as two. Now, imagine such concealed dimensions, so incredibly small, folded tightly into shapes beyond simple circles, too tiny even for powerful instruments to reveal. These are the curled-up extra dimensions of string theory, a remarkable scientific framework born from the quest to understand reality at its most fundamental level. String theory suggests that the smallest building blocks of nature aren't particles as we often imagine, but tiny loops of energy called strings. These strings vibrate like the strings of a violin, each pattern of vibration a different note that corresponds to a particular particle, electrons, quarks, photons, and more. Yet, for these strings to vibrate harmoniously, they require more room than the 3 dimensions of space, They need additional dimensions, sometimes 10, sometimes 11, altogether that fold gently and elegantly within every point of space itself. These extra dimensions are not sprawling like the visible 3 but are compact, wrapped into intricate shapes called calabioma. Imagine delicate origami folded so finely into itself that it fits inside a speck of dust. The particular way these shapes fold influences the properties of particles and forces their masses, their behaviors, the very laws of physics that govern your body, your breath, and your thoughts. In this way, geometry whispers the deepest secrets of existence, not just the grand curves of galaxies or the ripples of spacetime, but the intimate folds of dimensions beyond perception. These hidden dimensions guide the dance of particles across the entire cosmos, weaving a rich and delicate tapestry beneath the surface of all that we see. You might wonder, if these dimensions exist, why haven't you noticed them? Why don't they break through your reality like a hidden doorway? It's because they are curled up incredibly small near the Planck length, which is unimaginably tiny, far smaller than an atom, smaller even than the nucleus within atoms. They are the silent background, shaping everything quietly, never demanding attention. Scientists, like patient detectives, search for subtle clues of these hidden realms. They look for hints and patterns from high-energy particles smashed together, in giant accelerators or in tiny deviations in the behavior of gravity. So far, evidence is elusive, but the search is ongoing, fueled by curiosity and the promise that in these hidden folds lie answers to mysteries that have long captivated the human mind. There is something deeply peaceful about this idea. The universe is not just a vast emptiness or a stage of familiar directions, but a resonant instrument, an intricate violin played softly by hidden vibrations in dimensions curled beyond sight. Some scientists imagine more, that other bubbles of reality, other universes might exist, each shaped by a different arrangement of these curled dimensions. This is the concept of the multiverse, not a place in a sci-fi story, but a natural possibility arising from the mathematics of string theory and cosmic inflation. It suggests that what you see in the night sky might be only one note in a grand cosmic symphony, where countless others play silently, unseen. As you breathe slowly, imagine the cosmos as this infinitely folded tapestry. Each particle, each star, each thought in your mind emerges from the hidden geometry winding softly within you and around you. This vision might feel mysterious, but it embraces the very real quest of science to find simplicity within complexity, to reveal unity beneath diversity, and to hold wonder hand in hand with understanding. Your body, your breath, your heartbeat are expressions of this geometry. You are made of atoms born in stars, fields stretched across cosmic folds, notes played in the quiet symphony of the dimensions. Tonight, as sleep slowly beckons, let the idea of hidden dimensions lull you. Imagine these secret folds as gentle whispers, soft petals in the fabric of space. Each curl and twist a lullaby told softly enough to carry you beyond the waking world into dreams. And as your mind drifts, know this: the universe is more than the space you sit, is a melody sung between the folds of hidden dimensions, both vast and intimate, delicate and profound. So, the next time you gaze at the stars, picture not just dots of light, but the silent music beneath them, the strings, vibrating in curled dimensions, shaping everything you are and ever will be. And with that peaceful thought, wrap yourself in the quiet elegance of the cosmos, letting your breath slow, your thoughts soften, and your dreams unfold gently, like petals in the infinite night. Now, as you settle deeper into rest, consider this soft enigma. Might your dreams themselves be echoes of the hidden dimensions, folding and unfolding just out of reach? The universe invites you to wonder, and in that wonder, find rest. Time is not a straight line, but a flowing melody, bending and stretching with the cosmos itself. Tonight, you will drift into the subtle dance of moments where past and future fold softly together. In these quiet curves, find the mystery and peace of time's gentle embrace, a winding path woven into the fabric of space, leading you softly into rest. Tonight, as you lie down and close your eyes, feel your breath slow and allow your mind to drift into a realm even more mysterious than space itself. The flowing, fading, stretching river we call time. We often picture time as a straight arrow, marching relentlessly from past through present and into the unknown. Future, like train tracks stretching endlessly ahead. But in the deepest truths of physics, time is not so simple. It curves and sways, bends and loops. Much like the vast fabric of space it is woven with. Imagine time as a river, not a swift, straight current, but a calm and winding stream. Sometimes it slows between the bends. Sometimes it pulls deep in quiet eddies where moments ripple softly. Sometimes it even loops back gently, a whispered possibility that challenges the way we think about cause and effect, before and after. This intimate dance of time and space is what Einstein called space-time, a four-dimensional fabric that cradles all existence. Space and time, once thought separate, are inseparable partners. Change the shape of one, and the other shifts in tune. Near massive objects, like stars or planets, this fabric bends dramatically. Time slows down closer to these gravitational wells. A clock on a mountaintop ticks ever so slightly faster than one at sea level. Astronauts speeding near light space age more slowly than those who remain on Earth. Time, it seems, is flexible, more a gentle silk ribbon than a rigid ruler dot. This isn't just poetic imagination. We've measured it with astonishing precision. The very GPS system in your phone relies on these corrections. Without accounting for time's subtle warps, your location on Earth would be wildly off by several kilometers every single day. But this beautiful geometry invites even stranger possibilities. In certain cosmic models, time could fold over itself, forming loops known as closed time-like curves. Picture a path through time that brings you back to your own yesterday, like walking around the block and finding yourself on the porch just as the dawn breaks. Such a journey challenges everything we feel about cause, effect, and the steady march of existence. It sparks questions as old as human wonder. Could you meet a younger self? Could moments repeat? Could the past fold soft? And near-physicists, cautious and curious, explore these ideas not as tales but as real mathematical consequences of Einstein's equations. Yet nature, with its gentle wisdom, might forbid these loops from becoming real, protecting causality with invisible cosmic rules, a concept known as the chronology protection conjecture. Like a vigilant guardian, the universe might keep time flowing serenely forward, preserving the dance of cause and effect. Even so, time might be more complex and beautiful than a simple line or circle. Some cosmologists imagine time itself as a gentle loop, a grand cycle folding endlessly through epochs of expansion and contraction, a cosmic breath, eternally inhaling and exhaling. If so, you and I could be part of a vast rhythm where endings become beginnings, where moments fold softly into one another like petals on an infinite flower. It's a vision both humbling and comforting, a song of infinity played on the strings of time. And what does this mean for you? Tonight, as your thoughts drift toward sleep, it means your experience of now is both unique and woven into a grand cosmic melody. While the universe's scales and laws bend around, inside you, time flows softly, cradling your dreams, your memories, your very breath. You are riding this gentle river, a traveler without need for haste. Your moments unfold like waves, rising and falling, always moving, yet somehow always returning home to rest. In this quiet space, time turns from a relentless tyrant into a patient companion. It curls like a warm blanket around your shoulders, inviting peace, rounding corners, smoothing sharp edges. So as you nestle deeper beneath your covers, imagine time flowing not just forward, but around you, in gentle loops and curves. Imagine your dreams as gentle ripples on the surface of space-time's endless river. Before sleep carries you away, hold this thought close. Time is not just a line to be chased, but a shape to be felt. It curves with gravity's touch, flutters with the whisper of stars, and folds quietly into every breath you take. And just like the universe itself, ever expanding, ever mysterious, your journey through time is infinite, unfolding softly, one moment at a time, And now you may drift beyond clocks and calendars, beyond beginnings and endings, into the tender embrace of time's mysterious, soothing fold. Sleep well, dream deeply, and let time itself lull you gently into rest. Beneath the calm surface of reality lies a profound possibility that all we see, feel, and know might be a dance of shadows cast from a distant, simpler realm. Like a cosmic hologram, the universe could hold its deepest secrets on a boundary far beyond our reach, inviting you to wonder about reality's layers as you drift gently into sleep. As you rest here, wrapped in quiet, your body sinking deeper into softness. Imagine this: everything around you, the chair that cradles you, the warm glow of a nightlight, the distant shimmer of stars outside your window, might only be a projection cast from a hidden place. Don't worry, your room is not a fragile illusion, and your cat remains soft and real. This is not a trick or a dream, but a gentle whisper passed down by the most subtle of sciences, the holographic principle. You can think of a hologram, those shimmering images on credit cards or stickers, where a flat, two-dimensional surface unfolds a depth that seems three-dimensional. All the rich details, the curves and colors, are magically encoded in that single thin surface. Now, picture the universe like that, like a masterpiece woven on a cosmic screen far away, so that everything you know, time, space, planets, your breathing, even your thoughts, emerges from patterns painted on a boundary you cannot see. Stretched across the vastness beyond, physicists arrived at this surprising idea while wrestling with one of nature's most enigmatic creatures, black holes. These are places where gravity squeezes so hard that not even light can escape, where time seems to slow almost to stillness, and space curves back on itself in the deepest of wells. Traditional thinking held that anything falling into a black hole was lost forever, but quantum physics, the whispery world of the very small, insists that information, every detail of what falls in, cannot simply vanish. So, what becomes of this information? And how can the universe hold on to it if the black hole might evaporate away, leaving behind only silence? Enter the idea that all that information is stored, not inside the black hole's dark heart, but projected on its surface, its event horizon. This was the seed of the holographic principle. The truly fundamental data of any volume of space might be fully encoded on its outer boundary, like a cosmic book's cover holding the secrets of every page inside. This is not just poetry. Around the late 1990s, theoretical physicists gave this idea robust mathematical footing with the celebrated ADS-CFT correspondence, a remarkable duality discovered by Juan Maldacena. It showed that a universe with a certain kind of curved geometry, called anti-de Sitter space, can be exactly described by a quantum field theory defined on its lower dimensional boundary. Essentially, what happens in a bigger dimensional volume has a perfect sister story written on its edge. While our universe isn't exactly this kind of space, this astonishing insight offers a powerful tool to explore how gravity, space, and time might emerge from more fundamental, holographic information. Imagine that gravity itself, the gentle tug that keeps you grounded, that orbits the planets and shapes galaxies, is a kind of shadow cast by something more basic. The fabric of space and time arises as a delicate symphony from data arranged on the universe's hidden surfaces. What feels solid and real to you might be the unfolding of a pattern on a cosmic, whisper-thin screen. Yet, despite this strange idea, your life remains perfectly real. Like the grooves on a vinyl record encoding music you hear in full richness, the universe plays out in all three dimensions, inviting you to dance with its wonders. This isn't a trick, but a profound glimpse at reality's depths. If this holographic view proves true, it may help bridge the great divide between two great pillars of physics. On the one hand, the smooth curves and curved spacetime of Einstein's general relativity describe colossal stars, black holes, and the dance of galaxies. On the other, quantum mechanics reveals the jittery dance of atoms, electrons, and forces in the tiniest corners of existence. So far, these two languages don't quite speak the same dialect fluently, but holography promises a dictionary showing how space, time, and gravity might emerge naturally from quantum laws on a boundary. Now, as you breathe deeper and slower, let the mind wander gently around this vast cosmic possibility. Imagine reality as layers, some you can touch, others you sense dimly, and some whisper from behind a veil of light years and mystery. The universe may be a grand projection, as real and colorful as morning sunlight, but woven from the quiet codes of a distant cosmic script. And what lies beyond the edge of that cosmic script? That's the question awaiting the next great dreamers. For now, it's enough to hold the wonder close and rest in it. The universe may be a cathedral built on the elegant mathematics of hidden surfaces, a story projected onto our sleepy minds. As you drift, soft and slow, feel the gentle mystery of this. The cosmos is efficient, like a beautiful equation sketched in fading starlight. It teaches us that nothing is wasted. Space, time, energy, and even every moment of your life unfold in harmony from unexpected places. This is the quiet invitation of the holographic universe to realize that what you see is precious, but it may be only part of a deeper story, a story written on the cosmic shore just beyond sight. Rest now, with thoughts folded softly around this mystery, knowing that the universe, in all its vastness, layers, and wonder, still holds space for your own gentle curiosity. Let it lull you into dreams, spreading like light across endless starry nights. Beyond the 3 dimensions you move through, there may lie quiet, curled corners of existence, folded like petals hidden within space itself. These extra dimensions shape the music of particles and the dance of forces, unseen but essential. Let your mind gently explore these hidden spaces as you slip softly into dreams. As you lie quietly, your body resting gently against the mattress, allow your imagination to drift beyond the familiar realm of up and down, left and right, forward and back. All around us, the world unfolds in 3 comforting dimensions. But nature may be whispering a secret. There may be more, just beyond your awareness. Beyond what you can grasp, the universe might gently curl its edges and tuck away entire dimensions, folded so tightly that they escape your sight, your touch, and even the sharpest of instruments. These are the hidden dimensions, tiny, delicate petals folded inside the vast bloom of reality. Think for a moment about a garden hose lying in the grass. From a distance, it appears as a simple, one-dimensional line stretching away. But when you lean closer, you notice the hose is actually a cylinder. It has a hidden circular dimension curled around its length. Now, imagine that, writ infinitely smaller, everywhere. At every point in space, there might be tiny loops and twists folded so tightly no human eye can glimpse them. This curious vision comes from string theory, one of the most ambitious ideas in physics. It suggests that the fundamental building blocks of the universe are not point particles but tiny vibrating strings. These strings trill and hum with different notes, and these vibrations create the particles, forces, and even space-time itself. Yet, to create this cosmic symphony without discord, these strings must dance, not in just 3 dimensions, but perhaps 10, or even 11. You might wonder, if these dimensions exist, why don't we see or stumble through them? The answer is, their scale. These extra dimensions are compacted, curled up so tiny, smaller than anything we can measure, invisible to even our most powerful microscopes. Like the threads in a tapestry too fine to notice without a magnifying glass. Their presence is subtle but profound. Now imagine these hidden dimensions as far from featureless. Instead, they fold into intricate shapes, elegant mini origamis, their patterns shaping the very nature of particles and forces. In these compact shapes, known as Calabi-Yau manifolds, the physics of our universe is written like music in the folds. The mass of an electron, the strength of gravity, the behavior of light, all might be echoing the geometry of these hidden spaces. Your body, your breath, this peaceful moment, all flow from the same cosmic fabric woven with these secret folds. The universe you see is just a surface, a blossom whose petals are curled inward in mysterious and beautiful ways. Some physicists even imagine that different patches of a vastly larger cosmos could have their own unique shapes curled into different patterns, giving rise to alternate realities where the laws of physics, particles, and forces are subtly different. A quiet multiverse, each universe a unique flower growing from the soil of geometry. While these ideas reside mostly in the world of theory, intricate and challenging to test, they offer something deeply comforting. That complexity is wrapped in elegance, hidden in subtlety. The universe is not harsh or chaotic, but folded with care, like a secret lullaby tucked into the fabric of existence. As you breathe softly, imagine yourself shrinking smaller and smaller until you could wander Through these curled dimensions, feel the silent folds brushing past you, carrying ancient notes of creation dotted away. These curled dimensions invite you to think beyond what seems possible, to open your awareness to layers beneath layers, to worlds within worlds. And what might it mean for you, lying peacefully here, learning about these hidden spaces? It means you live in a universe far richer than your daily senses reveal. You are part of a grander story, one written not only in stars and galaxies, but in the silent folds of space itself. Perhaps, as you drift deeper into sleep, your mind will wander into these gentle dimensions, tracing unseen loops with fingers made of dreams. You might float softly through an origami universe, where time and space blend in unexpected ways, where the shapes of tiny folded petals sing the lullabies that cradle all beginnings and endings. Take comfort in this unseen architecture, a cosmic quilt woven with infinite care, where every folded corner hums with possibility. And as your body sinks deeper into slumber, remember, what you see is only part of the whole. The universe is vaster, deeper, and more wondrous, with secret dimensions curled quietly around you, carrying the melody of existence on their hidden strings. So rest now, gentle traveler, cradled by these folded spaces, held softly by the subtle geometry of all that is and all that may be. Sleep well, dream deep, and let the hidden petals of reality unfold gently around your mind. What lies at the edge of the universe? Is there an end, a boundary, or a cosmic cliff? Surprisingly, modern science suggests the universe has no edge at all. Instead, space wraps and loops in ways that challenge our intuition, offering a vast, unbounded stage for the cosmic dance. Let's explore this comforting mystery together before you drift to sleep. Imagine, for a moment, standing on a quiet shore, looking out over an endless ocean. You might wonder, where does the ocean end? What lies beyond the horizon? Does the water suddenly stop? In your heart, it seems natural to expect an edge, a boundary beyond which nothing exists. Now, take that feeling and press it gently against the universe itself. What would it mean for the universe to have an edge? It turns out this question is quite different when applied to space. Unlike oceans or tables, the universe doesn't necessarily have borders like walls or fences. In fact, for centuries, scientists and philosophers have puzzled over whether space goes on forever or curls back on itself. One way to understand this is to think about the surface of the Earth. If you walk straight in any direction, you never find an edge or fall off. The Earth's surface is finite. It has a limited area, but it is also edgeless. Space might behave the same way, just in 3 dimensions instead of 2. Imagine space not as a flat, infinite plane, but as a shape that bends and loops. If you traveled far enough in a straight line, you could end up right where you started, not because you turned around, but because the universe itself curves back on itself. This idea is more than just fancy. It's supported by the very theory. Einstein gave us general relativity, which allows space to curve and stretch in ways our minds weren't built to see easily. Space can be finite, curved like the surface of a sphere, or it can be infinite, stretching endlessly like a vast saddle shape. But no matter the geometry, the universe might have no edges. What about the center? Is there a middle point we call home for all? Surprisingly, there is no center of the universe in the way we think of centers. The Big Bang didn't happen at one spot like a firecracker going off in a dark field. Instead, it happened everywhere, all at once. Every part of space expanded away from every other part. From your vantage point right now, here, the universe looks like it's expanding outward in all directions. But this doesn't mean you're the center. Every observer anywhere in space sees the same thing. Every point behaves like the middle of its own expanding bubble. This is a deep symmetry woven into the cosmos itself. Now, what about the edge of what we can see? Here the story becomes even more poetic. The light from distant stars and galaxies has been traveling for billions of years to reach you. But no matter how good our telescopes get, we can only see so far back in time and out in space. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old, and the light traveling from the farthest reaches has had a finite time to arrive. This limit forms a glowing bubble around you called the observable universe, roughly 93 billion light-years across. Beyond that bubble, space might continue forever, or it might loop back, or it might hold completely different wonders. We simply don't know, and that mystery is part of the beauty. Sometimes people imagine a cosmic wall at this boundary, a place where space and time stop. but the truth feels more like watching a sunset. The horizon moves with you. You never reach the end. It just fades softly into the far distance. Instead of a boundary, there's a horizon, a limit set by the speed of light and the age of the universe. Beyond that horizon, light hasn't had time to reach you yet, and perhaps never will. Some parts of the universe are slipping away faster than their light can catch up, destined to remain forever beyond our reach. This cosmic event horizon is not a wall but a veil, gently folding the universe's vastness into something we can ponder, but not easily cross. So, does the universe have an edge? No solid wall, no border. Instead, it might be like a vast stage without side curtains or backdrops, open, continuous, and expanding. This lack of an edge is deeply comforting in its own way. It means the universe is a place without limits, without end. It invites us to explore not just the space around us, but the very nature of infinity and possibility. It also means the universe is full of surprises. It might loop back on itself, fold in hidden dimensions, or be one of many universes, a cosmic tapestry woven with cosmic threads, too subtle for us to see clearly, but always there to inspire wonder. Tonight, as you close your eyes and breathe deeply, imagine yourself floating in this boundless, edgeless space. You are part of a cosmos without corners, without edges, a beautiful, endless flow. There's no need to find the edge, because in a sense, there isn't one. The universe is not a box to escape, but a story to live, a quiet, infinite melody, unfolding softly in time and space. And as you drift to sleep, carry this thought with you. You belong to a universe without borders, where imagination can wander freely, and dreams have room to grow without limits. Sleep well, dear traveler, held gently in the vast, limitless embrace of reality itself. Beneath the familiar world, there may be quiet, curled-up spaces, tiny hidden dimensions folded like delicate origami. These secret shapes shape the universe's harmony, quietly humming beyond your senses. As you settle in, let your mind wander through this cosmic tapestry, where unseen folds cradle the dance of existence and mystery blooms in silence. Imagine your room as you lay down to rest. The walls stand firm, the floor beneath steady, and the ceiling softly lights the dark. Yet beyond those familiar bounds, the world may be far richer, layered with secret folds and hidden pathways, just out of sight. Like a delicate flower unfurling petal by petal, the universe itself may hide tiny dimensions curled up so small that they dance in shadows, beneath what your senses can show. These hidden dimensions are not figments of fantasy, but serious companions. In the story of physics, they come from ideas birthed in the quest to understand the universe as deeply as possible, to find a harmony that binds the grandest galaxies to the tiniest particles. It's a quest that leads us beyond the 3 dimensions of length, width, and height that you feel when you stretch your arms or walk across your room. You see, in the early days of physics, scientists embraced the familiar, up and down, left and right, forward and back. Everything fit within this roomy, 3-dimensional container. But as we began to unravel the secrets of the atom and the fabric of space-time itself, a surprising possibility emerged. The universe might be playing a quiet trick, cloaking extra dimensions curled tightly in ways so small that no telescope can peer into them. Tiny loops, tucked into the very fabric beneath your feet. Imagine a garden hose lying in a field. From far away, it looks like a simple line stretching across the grass, one-dimensional and unremarkable. But as you kneel closer, you notice it's a hollow cylinder, with a hidden direction curling around its length. That curl, that secret, second dimension, is invisible from afar, but it's real, and it makes the hose what it is. The hidden dimensions, physicists imagine, are much the same, except curled at unimaginably tiny scales, billions of times smaller than a grain of sand, folded and twisted in shapes so intricate they resemble cosmic origami. These curled-up dimensions aren't just decorative. They influence everything, the particles zipping through your body, the forces holding atoms together, and even the rhythm of light itself. Strings, the tiny vibrating threads proposed by string theory, need these extra dimensions to dance, to oscillate in patterns that determine whether they become an electron here or a photon there. Without these intricate folds of space, the melody of particles and forces couldn't play its full symphony. You might wonder, if these dimensions are so close, why don't you bump into them as you reach for a glass? The answer lies in their delicate curl. They are folded so tightly that they're effectively hidden from everyday experience. Your body, your breath, your thoughts unfold mostly in 3 spacious dimensions. But just below the surface, these extra folds twist and curl, quietly shaping the nature of everything you know. To help imagine this, picture a tiny accordion tucked within the folds of your shirt. As you stretch and compress the fabric, the shape inside changes in ways you cannot see, yet it affects the feel and stretchiness of the cloth. Those hidden folds in our universe form a kind of cosmic accordion, subtly guiding the dance of particles and the patterns of forces that orchestrate every heartbeat and every ray of light. Now, these hidden dimensions whisper of possibility beyond our current reach. Some physicists imagine that different pockets of the cosmos might harbor different shapes for these curled dimensions. If so, the laws of physics could vary just beyond our cosmic horizon, like different rooms in a vast mansion, each with its own unique decor and rhythm, echoing their own version of reality. This hints at a richer multiverse, where our familiar universe is a single pattern woven into an immense tapestry of variations. Yet, even as these folds remain beyond direct sight, scientists are not without clues. They search for subtle footprints, tiny vibrations in gravitational waves, peculiar behaviors in particle collisions, or unexpected symmetries in cosmic radiation that might betray the shape of these hidden spaces. It's like listening for the faintest notes in a grand cosmic symphony, hoping to catch a melody no ear has heard before. And so, as you slowly close your eyes and feel the steady rhythm of your breath, let your mind drift softly through these unseeable dimensions. Picture yourself as a traveler in a kaleidoscope of folded space, stepping gently between creases that open and close, where each fold hums silently with possibility. You are part of this hidden architecture, a living note in the quiet harmonies shaped by these secret curves. Imagine your consciousness sailing through a cosmic origami garden, where every fold holds a secret passage and every twist suggests another hidden dimension waiting to awake. Your thoughts, like tendrils of light, weave through this unseen lattice, a gentle dance in the hush of the universe's deep design. This cosmic weaving is profound, not just because it stretches our understanding of space and matter, but because it reveals a universe quietly humming with complexity and elegance. A universe that does not shout its secrets, but murmurs them softly in the ears of the curious. One day, perhaps our dreams of flying through these hidden dimensions may become reality. Until then, you can find comfort in knowing that the cosmos is as layered and intricate as your own imagination. Just as your eyelids fold softly to shield the waking world, so too does the universe fold its secrets, inviting you to rest, to wonder, and to dream. As you drift off, remember this gentle truth: what we see is only a part of the whole. Beneath the visible stars and the silent night sky lies a tapestry woven of hidden dimensions, subtle curves, and quiet mysteries. The universe cradles you in its vast arms, shaped by secrets you have yet to touch, but that pulse quietly beneath, the fabric of existence, the secret weave of reality itself. Tonight, as you drift inward, carry this image with you: a soft fold, a gentle curl, the universe whispering its quiet lullaby, inviting you to unfold your dreams within its endless, intricate embrace. If the universe has hidden dimensions curled up like tiny ribbons in space, how might your dreams travel through them tonight? Could you, perhaps, drift along one of those quiet folds and wake, knowing you've touched a deeper secret of reality? Let this question settle softly in your heart. As your body relaxes, your breath slows, and sleep carries you gently into the vast folded embrace of the cosmos. What if everything you see, touch, and feel your room, your thoughts, the stars above were a projection from a faraway cosmic screen, like a hologram shimmering with quiet magic? The universe could be a masterpiece of information encoded on a hidden boundary. As you sink deeper into sleep, let your mind open to this poetic possibility, where reality dances between layers, and mystery unfolds softly like a dream. As you settle deeper beneath your cozy blanket, take a slow, calming breath and imagine something extraordinary. Imagine that the very fabric of everything you know, the chair beneath you, the soft weight of your body, the flicker of stars in the night sky, might be a projection, not an illusion, but a grand, cosmic hologram. Before your thoughts swirl too fast, let me ease you gently into this idea. You've likely seen holograms, those shimmering images on credit cards or stickers that seem to float in 3 dimensions. But the secret is that all the information needed to create that 3-dimensional image lives on a flat, 2-dimensional surface. They are masterpieces of encoding, where depth and form emerge from something simpler beneath. Now, take that concept and stretch it beyond your wildest dreams to the scale of the entire universe. Could it be? Some physicists wonder that our 3-dimensional reality is the visible unfolding of information encoded on a mysterious, distant boundary, a cosmic screen hanging silent and vast at the edges of space, holding the instructions for everything you see and everything you are. The stars, the galaxies, the shapes of reality, they might just be shadows dancing on a grander canvas. This is the holographic principle, a notion first sparked by puzzles surrounding black holes. Those enigmatic cosmic voids where gravity curves space and time into a trap so strong that not even light escapes. The paradox at the heart of black holes is about information. Classical physics said anything falling into a black hole was lost forever. But the laws of quantum mechanics, a framework governing the smallest scales, insist that information cannot be destroyed. How could these two truths coexist? Enter Leonard Susskind and others, imagining that all the information swallowed by a black hole is actually imprinted on its boundary, the event horizon. This 2-dimensional surface encodes everything inside, much like a hologram projects a 3D image from a flat plane. From this seed grew the holographic principle, a bold proposal that perhaps the whole universe works this way, that all the richness of space, time, matter, and energy emerges from information written on a distant cosmic surface. This concept took a dramatic leap forward with the discovery of the ADS-CFT correspondence in the late 1990s, a mathematical bridge built by Juan Maldacena in certain curved universes called anti-de Sitter spaces. A perfect equivalence was shown. Every event inside the volume can be fully described by a quantum field theory on the boundary. Like a cosmic duet, the universe inside and its shadow on the edge sing the same song. Our own universe does not precisely fit this model. Instead, it seems to be flat or gently curved. But this discovery gave physicists a powerful lens for exploring the holographic idea, hinting that gravity, space, and time might be emergent phenomena arising from deeper quantum information encoded elsewhere. What would it feel like to live in such a holographic universe? Remarkably, it would feel just like this moment, vivid, real, and 3-dimensional. You wouldn't notice contradictions or illusions in daily life. Instead, the mysterious blueprint would simply be folded far away, and you would live in its beautiful, intricate, unfolding. Think of your favorite song recorded on a vinyl record. The spiraling groove is a flat, 2-dimensional surface, but when played, it bursts into rich 3-dimensional music filling a room. The music is really van, though the information sits in something flatter and simpler beneath. In the same way, the universe may be an elegantly encoded dance of quantum bits on a cosmic screen, painting a vast 3-dimensional masterpiece we call reality. This idea whispers softly of efficiency and unity, a cosmos where complexity blooms from simplicity and where everything is connected by a deep mathematical harmony. It's still a hypothesis, not a proven fact. Scientists continued seeking signals, clues in black holes, in particle physics, and in the cosmic microwave background radiation that might confirm or challenge this grand vision. Yet even as a possibility, the holographic principle offers a comforting thought. Reality, with all its wild beauty and complexity, has layers, some seen, some hidden, some waiting patiently just out of reach, like a story partially told, inviting you to turn the page again and again, unfurling in quiet mystery. So tonight, as you let your thoughts dissolve, imagine the universe as a cosmic hologram, a projection shimmering on a hidden screen, where light, matter, and time weave patterns of wonder. You may be a living melody in this grand projection, a dancing note on a cosmic stage, vast beyond measure, wandering, dreaming, becoming. And if even now, as you drift into sleep, you feel a whisper of the universe's hidden script threading through your very breath, know that you are part of a story more beautiful and intricate than anyone could have imagined. Now rest gently, cradled by this cosmic mystery. Let your mind float between layers of reality and dream, knowing the universe is wide, wondrous, and softly humming, waiting patiently for your next quiet question. Can the universe be a projection? Can what you see be just a shadow cast by something far more profound? These are questions for another night, paths along which your dreams might wander. For now, breathe deeply, feel your body soften, and listen to the quiet melody of the cosmos unfolding around and within you.